Dawn here from Your Life Reinvented Hypnotherapy, and we're here with another success story with our anxiety relief program. And today I am blessed to have Karen with me. So welcome, Karen. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
And it's so amazing. It's been a whole month pretty much since we finished working together. So you've had a 30 days or so to percolate things and shift a little bit more. So I guess, the first thing I want to do is ask you, Karen, like, what was going on? What was your experience? Like, what were you dealing with that caused you to reach out to me and even look into hypnosis and hypnotherapy?
Well, before I reached out to you, I was having horrible anxiety that would keep me up at night. I would wake up with the worst anxiety. I can't even explain it. It was so bad. It was 10 out of a 10. It would make me physically sick to the point where I would feel nauseous. And I tried everything. And so I was just Googling the heck out of how to fix it on my own because I've tried traditional methods that didn't work. And I was just sort of in a desperate state to just feel normal again.
Yeah.
So,
And what I recall is because you're a business owner, correct? You own a big
yeah.
business. And so when we're waking up in the morning and we're not feeling great, that kind of like affects our day for us to, do our business and take care of ourselves and take care of employees and that type of thing. So I totally get it as a business owner as well. So we worked together for a really short time. We actually worked together for 4 weeks. So what kind of differences did you notice or improvements did you notice over that process of working together over that short time of 4 weeks?
So, I mean, it wasn't immediate. It's not
Mhm.
like I had one session with you and then boom, better. But I also expected that.
Mhm.
I think the fact that I believed that it was going to work helped as well.
Mhm.
And so throughout the 4 sessions, every single session got better.
Mhm.
I felt better after each session. And I would do the work on my own at home, like you
Mhm.
told me to do.
Yeah.
And I was very diligent about doing it. And I made sure that I did it. And sometimes I would do it twice
Yeah.
just to make sure that I did it correctly. And I think it was, I can't remember because this was a while ago, but I feel like, and I remember saying to you that it felt weird and I was almost looking for the anxiety. Like, wait,
Yeah.
I'm not anxious. Where is it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I remember, and as you're talking, I'm like, I remember that email coming in, and it was after your third session. And to paraphrase it, because I don't have it in front of me, you said, I feel like a new person.
Mhm.
I was just
Yeah.
like, the email that you sent me as a follow-up, I was just like, wow. And you're like, I don't know
Yeah.
how this happened, but I just feel like a new person. And to
Yeah.
me, I mean, when I heard that, it was like my heart sank because I know the shifts and changes are always coming in the right way and time. And
Yeah.
I know that for some people, they've done all of the things, right? That they tell you to do, and they
Hmm.
only get you so far, but you're still suffering, right? And so, and that's the most important part is you did the work. You showed up on time to your appointments. You showed up to your appointments. You did the work between our sessions, and it shifted, you know?
Yeah.
And so now when you look at those changes and improvements, like what are you most excited about with your future? Personally, professionally?
I think it's exciting because I know I have a grasp on how to handle it. Before, I just kind of felt like I was drowning and
Yeah.
didn't know how to fix it. And now I know how to fix it. And I do know that I can use you as a tool in the
Mhm.
future if things sort of get out of hand and I'm not able to manage it or fix it myself.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So I think I'm just looking forward to the future of being able to kind of do this on my own and just be more confident in everything that I do.
And I
Yeah.
and I love that, Karen. And thanks for sharing that because that's the thing is like I think when we started, we were a 10 out of 10. The anxiety was really affecting your quality of life, doing the things you want to do, when you want to do them, how you want to do them. And without looking back at my notes, I believe when we finished that fourth session, before I even checked in on you, so we had done 3 sessions completed, I think it was around a 2 to 3 is what I recall. So that's all I say.
Yeah.
Remember what I say is rational anxiety keeps us safe. We're in control. We're in the driver's seat now. We're not in the trunk, locked up, not knowing how to get out, that type of thing. We are in control of our thoughts, our emotions, and we're choosing better things, different thoughts, different emotions, right? So, and yeah, it's so exciting, right? And so what would you say to someone, Karen, like that's sitting on the fence, who has anxieties, been suffering for however period of time, has tried all the things that they tell you to do? What would you say to someone like that? Maybe another professional businesswoman, what would you say to them?
I would tell them to try it. I mean, maybe it wouldn't work for them, but I can't see why it wouldn't. It worked for me, and I've tried everything that you can think of. Medication from the doctor, even, traditional therapy, everything, like you name it, I have tried it. And so what is the harm in trying it? It's also, see if it works. All I can say is that it worked for me. So,
Yeah.
but why choose to live in anxiety every single day? You've tried everything else, I would assume. So why not give this a try as well?
And I
And
love
maybe this
that.
will be the thing that sticks,
And that's the thing we talked about. You can't solve an unconscious problem consciously. Remember, we talked about that, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If the problem isn't conscious, there's no amount of medication, talking,
No,
distraction,
it's
weed,
just a
alcohol,
Band-Aid.
all the band-aids, right? And
Yeah.
that's one thing is when we get to that root cause of the issue, then we're able to live more in the present, right? We're not living in that future worry state, right?
Yeah.
And so, and I know, like, you did the work, you showed up, you committed from day one on the consult, right? You were just, I'm all in, I'm not living like this anymore. And you made that commitment and you made that choice. And that's what you said. It's a choice, right? So we choose to feel the way we feel, or we choose to feel the way we want to feel on this side, right? So we get to
Yeah.
choose. And that's one thing, is the hypnosis and the hypnotherapy helps us understand more about the power of the mind. And
Yeah.
when you look at that, what would you say to someone in business? How do you think that, how has you resolving the anxiety issues, how has it affected your business, your career, you know?
I think just because I feel as though I have my life back, and I feel more confident that I can take on more challenging things with my business, whereas maybe before I would be hesitant to, because of the anxiety. Sometimes it was so overwhelming that doing small tasks during the day, responding, your typical things that you do as a business owner every single day, gets really overwhelming. And now that overwhelm is gone, so you have the mental capacity to do more challenging things in your business if you choose to. So
yeah, exactly. And I love that. And I wanted to thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for committing to the process. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing the work. You're welcome. I did nothing. Remember, I'm just the guide, right? Want to resolve the anxiety and not cope and manage anymore. You want to reach out to me, click on the link I'm going to put underneath this video here, and you can book a time for me and we will chat. So until then, Karen, I'm looking forward to staying in touch with you. And I know there's lots of amazing things coming your way still. And yeah, thank you again for your time, because I know you're a busy, busy woman.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye, everyone. Thank you
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.